What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's Filthiest Pitches of the Day. I am Pitching Ninja, and I'm here with a wide-awake Will Leahey, because I am not awake today, Will. I'm tired and whiny.
Listen, Ninja, I got a 6-week-old. I'm tired and whiny, too. I'm going to start off with Bailey Ober and him being a freak. And it's not because he towers over everyone with his 6'9" frame. It's because nobody can hit his pitches. He had a ton of strikeouts yesterday and even more swings and misses. Ninja, I know you like watching this kind of performance. Tell me about it.
Not only do I like watching this type of performance, but it is my favorite type of performance. It was a changeup show, and I guess I have a bias towards changeups. Like, it's one of my favorite pitches to teach. There's so many different ways to throw it. And Ober's was absolutely disgusting yesterday. It's 6 scoreless innings with 9 Ks.
Nice.
Giving up only 2 hits. It's the Twins topped the Guardians 4-2. And these cutters and sliders, including this back foot slider, here's an overlay of his cutter and slider. But the story of the game was Bailey Ober's changeup over and over and over again. He picked up a Jiffy Lube special. He threw a career-high 42 changeups in this game. He had 11 swings and misses on his changeups, and they were disgusting. So he made a change a couple years ago with the way he released his changeup. He had been like doing something weird with his middle finger, and now he realized that if he rolls over the baseball with his middle finger, he can get that spin on it, as well as getting a lot of drop. And he added 3 more inches of drop, which has made all the difference in his changeup. Here's an overlay of his fastball and changeup, and you can see why that combination was so filthy yesterday. This was his 9th consecutive quality start, and he's now 3rd in the league in whiff percentage on his changeup, behind Cole Reagans and Tarek Skubal, both who have absolutely filthy changeups. Do not sleep on this 6'9" giant when his changeup's on. He faced Joey Cantillo, who had 2 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, had his painted fastball and curveball. Now to the rest of the whip around the league. The Nats beat the Angels 3-2. Jose Soriano was filthy yesterday with 7 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run, had the sinker at the knees, this 96-mile-an-hour splitter, and I thought the best pitch of this game were his knuckle curves. I mean, look at these hammers. He faced Mitchell Parker, who had 5 Ks in 6 1/3 innings, giving up no earned runs and had the slider and splitter. In the Battle of the Zacks yesterday, Zach Eflin faced Zach Littell. Zach Eflin had 7 Ks and 7 scoreless innings as the Orioles soared past the Rays 4-1. At these cutters and curveball, faced Zach Littell, who had 5 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 3 runs. He had this elevated 2-seamer, this paintish 2-seamer, and the splitter. Jose Barrios was very good yesterday with 8 strikeouts and 7 innings, giving up 1 run as the Blue Jays flew past the A's 3-1. He had this low sinker, as well as these changeups, but the pitch of the game for him were these slurves. He faced Mitch Pence, who had 2 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs, and had these wicked sliders. The Astros shot past the Red Sox yesterday, 8-4. I'm sorry, Will. Ronel Blanco had 5 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 2 earned runs, and had these sliders and curveball. He faced Tanner Houck, only had 1 K in 6 innings, giving up 1 run.
Houck didn't have a ton of Ks, Ninja, but he's been struggling since the All-Star break. Relatively nice bounce back, and then the bullpen let him down, and then he got shafted.
Do you think he's struggling because he met me at the All-Star game?
I think it's a combination of that and him giving up the huge dong to Ohtani in the All-Star game.
Yeah. Edward Cabrera was really good yesterday with 4 strikeouts and 7 scoreless innings. And this filthy curveball, but the story of the game for Cabrera was his turbo changeups. He has the fastest changeup in baseball. And just because it's fast doesn't mean it doesn't work. His opponents are only hitting 171 against his changeup with a 34% whiff rate. Look at these things, up to 95 miles an hour, and still the Marlins lost to the Padres 6-2. He faced Martin Perez, who had 6 Ks in 7 innings, giving up 2 runs, and had this curveball and changeup. And they panned over to Uri Perez and Sandy Alcantara during this game, which made me really sad. I mean, look how good the Marlins pitching staff could have been. Don't sleep on the Marlins.
Don't sleep with the Marlins.
You sleep with the fishes.
He'll be dead or he'll be a fish.
Good point. The Cubs beat the White Sox 7-6 yesterday, but it was a good try by the White Sox. I mean, they're They almost got a win.
It's a valiant effort. One in their last 24 now. Good job, good effort, Sox.
Jamison Tyone had 4 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 5 runs and had these sweepers. He faced Garrett Crochet, who had 5 Ks in 2 and a third innings, which sounds really good until you realize he gave up 7 runs. Not so good. And this fastball and cutter, and he's just got a bad case of the White Sox right now. He should have been traded. He just woke up and realized, like, I'm stuck with this team. I guess I gotta suck too. Aaron Savali had 5 Ks in 6 and a third innings, gave up 2 runs as the Brewers beat the Reds 8-3. He had these cutters, and we're not going to touch on Carson Spires because he was kind of yucky. Louis Varland had 4 Ks in 4 and 2/3 innings, giving up 3 runs as the Twins doubled up on the Guardians 6-3. He had this 97-mile-an-hour heater and this knuckle curve. He faced Alex Cobb, who is back, making his season debut. He had 1 K in 4 and 2/3 innings, giving up 4 earned runs and had this splitter, but it's good to see Alex Cobb back. The Cardinals glided past the Royals 8-5. Miles Michaelis had 3 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 5 runs, had these sweepers. Michael Lorenzen had 3 Ks in 4 and a third innings, giving up 3 runs, and had this changeup and sweeper. The Rockies rose above the Braves yesterday, 6-5. Tanner Gordon had 7 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 2 runs, had these sliders. He faced Grant Holmes, who had 8 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 5 runs, had this curveball, sliders, picked up a White Castle special, and a sword. Robbie Ray had 7 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 2 runs. As the Giants tamed the Tigers 3-2. He had these knuckle curves. He faced Bo Brisky, who had 5 Ks in 3 hitless and scoreless innings, and had these fastballs.
To Bill Brasky!
Bryce Miller was really good yesterday with 6 Ks and 6 scoreless innings as the Mariners sunk the Mets 6-0. And his fastball and splitters. He faced Jose Quintana, who had 8 Ks in 6 and 2/3 innings, giving up 5 runs and had this changeup and painted 2-seamer. Jack Flaherty had 10 strikeouts in 5 and 2/3 innings, giving up 4 runs and had these knuckle curves and sliders. And honestly, these knuckle curves are disgusting. As the Dodgers beat the Pirates 9-5, he faced Mitch Keller, who had 5 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 7 runs, and had these 2-seamers.
And we had an epic Shohei dong in this game, Ninja. Blasting this ball 448. And Sandy Koufax, the left arm of God, was there, just enjoying the show.
In the pitcher's duel of the day, the D-backs slithered past the Phillies 3-2. Ryne Nelson was outstanding with 9 strikeouts and 7 1/3 innings, giving up only 2 runs. He had these heaters up to 99 miles an hour. And here's a home plate view of a 98-mile-an-hour fastball from Ryne Nelson. And I feel like everyone owes Ryne Nelson an apology because they're very unfamiliar with his game, as Shaq would say. And he looked like an absolute ace. When Merrill Kelly comes back, the D-backs are going to have to make some decisions. I don't think Jordan Montgomery is long for this rotation. In addition to those fastballs, Nelson had these wicked sliders and cutters. Just absolute filthy stuff from Nelson. He faced Zach Wheeler yesterday, who had 8 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 2 runs. In his 98-mile-an-hour heater, these 2-seamers, these sweepers, and curveballs. Now onto my filthiest relievers. Lucas Erceg had this wicked 92-mile-an-hour changeup. Porter Hodge had this sweeper. Justin Martinez had this dirty splitter. And this 103-mile-an-hour sinker that got hit. Like, what's up with that? Caleb Ort had this sweeper and painted 99-mile-an-hour heater. Evan Phillips had these frisbee sweepers. Tuki Toussaint had 6 Ks in relief with these hammer curveballs. And Edwin Uceda had this changeup that ended up behind a hitter. Another filthy changeup yesterday. My top 5 filthiest pitches of the day yesterday. At number 5, leave it to Jack Flaherty and those filthy knuckle curves. At number 4, Edward Cabrera and his turbo changeups. At number 3, Ryne Nelson and these fastballs up to 99 miles an hour, as well as his breaking stuff. At number 2, Jhoan Duran for his 102-mile-an-hour fastball and absolute hammer curveballs. And here's an overlay of a 101-mile-an-hour fastball with that curveball. Good luck, guys. You're hosed if you have to face this. And at number 1, Bailey Ober and those wicked changeups. And now, my pitching ninja moment of Zen. This ball did a Allen Iverson crossover move on this poor ball boy. Or ball man. Ball senior citizen. Anyway, this is elder abuse.
Ober just went into the Ball Dude Hall of Fame.
My picks of the day today, I'm going to start out with Matt Waldron for 5 Ks or more. Then I'm going to take Gavin Williams for 6 Ks or more. And top it off with Paul Skeens for 7 Ks or more. What would your picks of the day be?